Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Arsenic and Espresso. I am Alice Arsenic, this is my co-host Josh, and this is our podcast where we rarely drink coffee, but we sometimes talk about metal music. We always talk about metal music.
Or at least metal adjacent music.
Metal adjacent, yes. Sometimes.
And today we actually have coffee, so with copious amounts of alcohol, but it's coffee.
Mostly alcohol. So autumnal, so fall, yes.
All right, so this one I haven't heard at all. I haven't watched the video at all. I've just seen the thumbnail.
I just saw it on my Spotify. It was like, we know you liked other Bring Me the Horizon, and I was like, get it away from me, Spotify.
Right. Do not ruin this.
Do not ruin it for me.
I was a little worried. So like back when they put out their first EP, or this last EP rather, Ollie had talked about how he wants to do a series of like 3 or 4 different EPs, all kind of in a different genre. And for me, I got kind of worried because I wasn't sure if like they were going to do like a country genre and then like a hip hop genre. You know what I mean? Like going really drastic, but then
Taylor Swift country pop.
Right.
Oh my Lanta.
Right. You never know. You never know. I mean, but if they're
stranger things have happened.
But the thing is, they're pretty like open with their fans about like how, like what direction they're kind of going in as well. So that
One Direction.
Nice. But then he did put out a clip on their TikTok, and it was pretty heavy. It was screaming. There was guitars in the background and all that sort of stuff. So I think they're still staying in the same sort of genre. So
we'll see.
I'm excited for it. I'm up for it. I'm up for new things when Bring Me the Horizon puts out new things. So, you ready?
DiE4u by Bring Me the Horizon. Flies make me think of decomposition.
Definitely. Oh, it's definitely bloody. Definitely reminds me of like The Matrix.
Yeah, I was gonna say The Matrix.
Third one when they go into that one club.
Що ми знову тут робимо?
Бізнес.
He's like, this is not the business I signed up for.
Це приватна вечірка.
Я до Фрама, він мене чекає.
Okay.
You know that I died for, I cried for. You know that I died for you. You know that I grieve for, I bleed for. You know that I grieve for you. Let me see my halo, even though it's painful. I'm prepared to lose. You know that I died for, I cried for.
Super electronic.
Yeah, definitely electronic, definitely TikTok. Like,
yeah,
this is 100% like Gen Z inspired.
But what's about to happen?
Not at all what I expected.
But we don't know. This is still the beginning.
Okay. I'll give it a chance. I also was like super rough on like Ludens.
On all of it.
On basically all of their last EP till I listened to it like 12 times and I was like, oh yeah, it's really good. So
yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Prepared to lose. You know that I died for, I cried for. You know that I died for.
Okay, so super catchy chorus. I like the screams in the background. They're definitely still keeping it heavy. But this is a way different sound than even anything off the last EP.
Very TikTok. Like it will go viral on TikTok. It'll be a sound that lots of people use.
Almost going back to like pop punk. Almost like a Blink 182. Like right.
Very,
like
very Blink 182-esque.
Kind of in their own Bring Me the Horizon way. I dig the vampire nightclub sort of.
I like
deal
that
too.
It's like a Nosferatu inspired vampire.
Not a Twilight vampire.
Not a Twilight vampire. It makes me think of the episode of What We Do in the Shadows where they accidentally, they drink the blood of like a drug addict and then they're all like super high.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what that made me think of them just being like, oh my god.
If you guys haven't seen that show, it's good.
Absolutely watch it. It's hilarious. But then he also reminds me of the Nosferatu inspired vampire from What We Do in the Shadows. Like
yeah, this is a good sort of intro to like the season of Halloween, right? Spooky season.
Spooky season. Oh, the turns have tables.
Was not expecting. Oh. Okay.
This isn't love, this is a car crash. This isn't love, this is a bloodbath. This isn't love, this is a sentence. It's a bullet in the head. This isn't love, this is a car crash. This isn't love, this is a bloodbath. This isn't love, this is a sentence. It's a bullet in the head. So pull the trigger.
Nice.
God, I bet that was fun to film.
Right.
And a pain to clean up.
Yeah. Jeez, all the special effects, like practical effects rather. Everything.
I feel like I kind of look at that Nosferatu vampire.
I mean, yeah, you just need some
Right?
ears
Right?
cropping. Yeah. There you go. Just don't eat me. Yeah, that was dope. So yeah, thoughts on that one?
Super fun, super spooky. I think, like you said, a really good way to come into the spooky season. I'm interested because I feel like the song itself is good, but I think having the layer of the music video kind of elevated it, because the song itself, like you said, is super catchy.
Yeah.
The melody is catchy. I think the progression of the song flows really, really well. But having the story with the music videos, like it really brings a lot more to the table.
Well, and I was gonna commend him first off because it wasn't one of the like typical metal videos, right? I wonder how many more people are going to do like vampire nightclubs for their music videos now, though, because they tend to set the stage for like the coming years of metalcore and everything.
I hope we see a lot of it. Honestly, I hope we see a lot of underground vampire bloodbath clubs,
goth stuff.
Yes, we need more of that. Honestly, the country needs more of it.
The other thing I was going to say too, though, is like, it's interesting because this seems very Gen Z. Like it seems like a lot of like the artists that are coming up now on TikTok.
Yep.
Right. It's very similar, right? They have like this pop vibe to it, but then with like real
very
screaming
like synth
too.
Pop,
yeah.
Very like because Gen Z is so heavily influenced by EDM. Like it comes through in like every other genre they listen to. There's that EDM undertone. And I feel like Ollie has been so active on TikTok, and I think he's really playing to what the masses are listening to.
Definitely. And the other thing I was going to say about the video is it seems like, so in a lot of their songs, like the meaning is super, super deep. But the way that they write it musically, it seems a little bit more happy or upbeat, right? And then it's not until like you really read through the lyrics that you're like, oh dang, like this is deep or like depressing or whatever.
Well, and especially this one, it had such like a movement to it,
But then like the music video itself was just like super, super dark.
Super dark. We love to see it.
Yeah.
All
right,
so
lyrics?
We'll go into the lyrics. But first, this is from genius.com. DiE4u is the first single released from the follow-up EP to Post-Human Survival Horror, which was released last October. The song blends influences of emo, pop, rock, and contemporary music to create a style described by Ollie Sykes as future emo. Lyrically, the song deals with addiction from the perspective of a toxic relationship. And Ollie Sykes specifically says, I'm tackling this song as if this unhealthy obsession I have is a relationship, almost like a mistress. I've learned over the past year while I've been recovering that when you're in it, addiction is like you're having an affair. You're doing this thing behind everyone's back. It's a secret and it feels like you're cheating and betraying people. I never saw it in that way. I just thought I was harming myself and not other people. I didn't realize how much it can fuck up people's trust. This song is triumphant for me in a way because it's me finally accepting that I'm not someone who can drink alcohol, smoke weed, or do any of those things because I just have a problem with it and it will always go down the same way or always go down the same road. That's not something I've been able to admit to myself. This song is a defiant stamp of me saying, no, I'm making a choice now. I can't keep doing this for the rest of my life because it's only going to end up one way.
That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Yeah, and I think that's something that's been compared a lot is relationships and drugs, especially toxic relationships and drugs, right?
Well, I mean, that's exactly what it is because it's something that you start to fiend for in a toxic relationship. Someone is always saying like, no, give me one more chance, give me one more chance. I'll be able to make it better this time. Right. And I feel like with drug addiction or alcohol addiction, it's similar. Like, oh, I may have been sober for a little while, but like this time I'm stronger, so I can handle it.
Right? They do enough to give you a dopamine hit, right? To make you feel loved for like a second, and then they smear you all over the place, right?
Yes.
So it's the same thing as drugs, right? So
here are the lyrics for DiE4u by Bring Me the Horizon. It's very repetitive, so I'll just read it all, whatever. Very repetitive, so get ready. Buckle up.
That's pop for you though, right?
You know that I'd die for you. I'd cry for you. You know that I'd die for you. You know that I'd breathe for. I'd bleed for. You know that I'd breathe for you. Let me see my halo, even though it's painful. I'm prepared to lose. You know that I'd die for. I'd cry for. You know that I'd die for you. I keep holding my breath for a miracle, hoping the hole in my heart would heal somehow. Feeling so fucking close to the edge right now. You know you're everything I hate. Wish I could escape. Did you know that I would die for you? You know that I'd die for, I'd cry for. You know that I'd die for you. You know that I'd breathe for, I'd bleed for. You know that I'd breathe for you. Let me see my halo, even though it's painful. I'm prepared to lose. You know that I'd die for, I'd cry for. You know that I'd die for you. Because I'm dead inside 1,000 times, but still, I'd kill myself for you. Because the truth of it, you could slit my wrists, and I'd write your name in a heart with the hemorrhage. Got me so fucking close to the edge right now. You know, it's you I need to kick. Make me feel like shit. I don't want to die for you. Die for you. Then the chorus again. And then the bridge. This isn't love. This is a car crash. This isn't love. This is a bloodbath. This isn't love. This is a sentence. It's a bullet in the head. This isn't love. This is a car crash. This isn't love. It's a bloodbath. This isn't love. This is a sentence. It's a bullet in the head. So pull the trigger. And then the chorus again.
I think I'm gonna have to listen to it a few more times.
I like the
before,
vibe of it. It gave me it was reminiscent of Parasite Eve.
Mhm.
That it's very like club, like that goth club sound. I dug it. I like the sound of this one.
I like the idea of future emo. I was gonna say more like a post metalcore.
Post Malone.
Post Malone, right? Yeah, post Malone-core, post Malone metalcore. Yeah, because it's not quite metalcore anymore.
Well, and that's what I think that he means by dabbling into different genres.
Yeah.
I think, especially from like the emo music perspective, like you can really like just add a few different instruments, alter a couple of different sounds, and it really changes into something completely different.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they're not deviating too far from their roots, but these subtle changes make such a huge difference. It sounds
Well, and especially seeing
drastically
their
different.
last EP, right? Like if you heard this song, and somebody was like, "This is the new Bring Me the Horizon." It's not that shocking. Like it is not what I expected, but I am not surprised in the least that this is Bring Me the Horizon. So yeah, that makes sense.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very excited to hear what the rest of this album sounds like. I'm still hoping, fingers crossed, that there is a follow-up to the Butterfly song with Amy Lee.
Oh yeah.
That there's something when that note hits that we have something
especially
to, like,
if they're going
through.
at more like an emo phase of things.
Oh god, yes.
That might be really cool.
Give us some more Amy Lee, please. Anyway, that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
Just to check the description for links below. Hit the subscribe button and smash the like button if you would. And we'll just catch you on the next one.